Hello everyone, my name is Miss Howard. I'm a first grade teacher here at Alexander II. I have the pleasure of giving you guys your virtual tour of the first grade math standards. These are the most important things that they're going to learn here in first grade. Let's jump right in. So Bibb County has given us what we call the first grade essential standards. Now we're going to cover every standard in our curriculum. However, the standards that you see on this screen are the minimum of what each student should master upon leaving the first grade. So I'm just going to cover just a few of the standards, the ones that are the most important and significant for first grade, and tell you why they are that important. All right, so you'll see here that students are expected to be fluent in addition and subtraction within 20. That means they should be able to add and subtract fluently with sums and differences within 20. Okay, they should also use a variety of strategies to find those sums and differences, such as counting on, using a number line and making a 10 to add or subtract. This is going to set the foundation for place value, which is another important piece of what first graders will be introduced to on this year. Now they will get more in depth as they continue their educational journeys in second, third grade, and so forth and so on. However, this foundation we're setting in first grade is critical in place value as well as fluency within 20. Another very important standard that first graders are going to be introduced to this year is using those two-digit numbers to represent tens and ones. As stated, place value is one of the most important factors in learning math, so we want to make sure they have a nice strong foundation of adding and subtracting within 10 and in place value. Finally, down here at the bottom, we have composing two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes to make composite shapes from those shapes. So what that does is set the foundation for spatial relations. That's when we get into area, volume, and things of that nature. So that's why those shapes and being able to put those shapes together to make new shapes is important. All right. Again, you can pause and read anytime you would like, but these are the essential standards, the minimum that a student should be able to have mastered in the first grade upon going to the second grade. Here I just gave you a quick overview of some resources that we use that your students should be familiar with. That's counters. This is the first step, or usually the first thing we introduce to them. 10 frames should be familiar from kindergarten all the way to first grade and even in second grade. They haven't been introduced to base 10 blocks just yet, but it is coming, so that's another tool you can use. And number lines are always successful, and as you see here, we have an example of how to count on using a number line and how to count back using a number line. Again, we have more examples here of things your students should be familiar with. That's a bar model, the part-whole model, and the one they're most familiar with, that number bond. Also, we have a number chart. You'll see the number chart goes all the way to 120, which is the standard here in first grade. In kindergarten, the students are expected to learn to 100. In first grade, we take it a step further and we go to 120. The number chart can be used for many ways. As you see, the numbers are lighting up showing skip counting, which sets the foundation for multiplication. So number charts can be very useful with adding and with relating addition to counting. Okay? Takeaways. The most important thing your student needs to have when leaving the first grade are those fact fluencies. One way you guys at home can practice or get better at those facts is just to take about 10 to 15 minutes a day just to practice facts. And remember, there are only sums and differences to 20. So math facts, math facts, math facts. We want to build that fluency as high as we can. That concludes my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If there are any questions, please refer to your teacher or to myself. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and take care.